Last week we talked about storytelling like it was 2007. If you missed it, go back and watch it. It's good, not because of me or RC, but because we jumped on Gary Vaynerchuk's idea. He said something in the 99U talk that resonated with me, and I hope you guys caught it. He said one thing we aren't doing a good enough job at, and by we, he's meaning marketers who use social media. He said the one thing that we're not doing well is respecting the psychology of social media. Or in other words, respecting and understanding why people are using specific social media sites. Let me explain. I feel like last week we approached this at a 10,000 foot level, and this week I want to dive into this at like a sea level, if you will. The most visited social media sites in order are Facebook with, believe it or not, 900 million unique monthly visitors, followed by Twitter with 310 million, followed by LinkedIn with 2,500 million, followed by Pinterest and the rest like Instagram and Tumblr, etc. You get the point. Now, there's a reason all those social media sites exist, because there's a need for them. This is where respecting the psychology of social media comes in. See, Facebook users are there for a reason. They want like an all-encompassing experience. It's like a social experience. Facebook is kind of like a mashup of all the other sites. It has a little bit of Twitter, it has a little bit of Instagram and Pinterest. It's basically all of them mashed up into one, which is probably why it's number one. But because it's all-encompassing, it's not narrow-minded or focused like, say, Instagram. Instagram users like it for its quick-hitting photography. Very little reading in Instagram. You basically visit Instagram to entertain your eyes. Pinterest users, on the other hand, as Gary alluded to, are there with the intent to buy or with the intent to get ideas. See, the psychology is very, very different. See, this is the chapter in the book that I have in my head right now called the Me Bubble or Me Box. I haven't decided yet. But the point is, today, now, and in the foreseeable future, this thing right here and all of those social media sites, this is how people digest and partake of the world nowadays. See, in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, we learned about social events via the nightly news, newspaper, and real social gatherings like barbecues. That's how it worked. Your understanding of the world and how you perceived it relied on what the nightly news said or reported, or what you woke up and read in the newspaper. Today, it's very, very different. We literally get to choose the parts of this world that are around us that we'd like to partake of and digest. See, some of us don't really understand that yet. These sites have replaced the nightly news, they've replaced the morning newspaper, they've replaced billboards, and they've replaced commercials. This device and the sites that I choose to be a part of make up my understanding and my involvement of the world that is around me. If all I want to do is follow rock climbing on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, well, guess what? That's exactly what I'll get. And the social media sites and the search engines are smart enough to recognize that, so they tailor my experience to what they think I would like, which in this example is rock climbing. Even down to filtering the news that it thinks that I will want to hear. See where I'm going? Technology creates a world around you that you experience based off of the choices you make via these sites. You no longer have to wait till 5 o'clock to get your outside experience or understanding of the world. You don't have to wake up in the morning and read the newspaper to attach yourself to the rest of the world. You plug yourself in where you would like to be plugged in, no more, no less. It creates a me box or a me bubble, and of course it's all about me. I created it. Nevertheless, I don't mean to spend all of our time proving this to you, but the more we understand this, the better we can navigate in it and through it. If you're selling a house, for instance, or selling your services as a loan officer, hit that target market right where they want to be hit. In Facebook, give them an all-encompassing experience. On Twitter, tailor that same sale differently. For Twitter, it's basically the same sale but in like smaller bites. In Instagram, maybe it's just a cool pic of the house with a cool filter, and that's it. Pinterest, maybe it's not even the house. Maybe it's the refinished floors in the house. You starting to get the point? Respect the reason why people are there in the first place and embrace that it is the way it is. Does the nightly news still exist? Sure. Yeah, so does the newspaper and so do billboards. But you better believe me when I talk about the me box or the me bubble, because everyone is out there right now creating and recreating their me bubbles as we speak. You have one too. Meet people where they want to be met and respect the psychology of social media. Let me know what you guys think about all this down below. I'd love your feedback, and I'll see you guys next week.